That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of Everything I Random. We're going, and we're still going. You know what I mean? Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Whatever you're doing to help me out to get the word out there and show me that you really enjoy this. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, but today we're gonna do something different, or maybe something the same. Whatever comes to mind, because it's everything at random. Um, it's about breaking free from the notion that we always need someone beside us. It's about the empowering journey of discovering the joy of doing something solo. You understand? Like, stop thinking that if you go to the movies by yourself and buying one ticket, that seems weird, or going to a restaurant by yourself and enjoying your company with a good book. That's not weird. It's not crazy. I used to think that way. Some of us do. Some of us are too scared to do these things. You know what I mean? To step out of the social norms of feeling like you need to be around a lot of people to enjoy yourself. You don't. You don't need to go to all these events with somebody. It's great to share the experience, but you don't need it. Like I want us to think differently. Like, not only this is to help you out mentally, but like and so open up your horizons to things that you never thought of. Like sometimes you're like a lot of the people you're around may not be okay with going to this restaurant, eating here, or seeing that, or doing this, doing that. Doesn't mean it stops you from doing what you want to do. And some people already do it, but not everybody. Everybody's stuck in this thing where you need somebody there with you to do it. And I was one of those people. You know what I mean? Shit. Lately, I've been exploring the concept, you know what I mean, firsthand. Tonight, I just came back from visiting a members only art gallery. And guess what? I went by myself. I sipped my drink, soaked in the art. You know what I mean? I gauged with the artists. They gave a speech of breaking down like what they were thinking about it and the brush strokes and everything. It was touching. It was very touching and it was very enlightening. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm used to like having somebody there with me. And I asked a few of my friends and they said no, they can't. And I was about to just sit at home and do the same thing I do every all the time, you know what I mean? Like fiddle my fucking thumbs, watch whatever's on TV. And I said, no, fuck it. Let's stop doing the norm and start doing something that we like to do. We enjoy it. We wanted to go there anyway. We just wanted to show somebody else what it's like. But honestly, we didn't feel comfortable unless somebody experienced with us. No, it's wrong. It was liberating, realizing that I didn't need someone else's company to have a fulfilling experience. The things I learned and what I saw and what they explained was it's something different. Like it brought pure joy to me in a way that like, it made me feel emotional, not just from the stories that I heard about the artists, what they've gone through and everything like that. That's beautiful. But I think I found a deeper joy. It touched me in a different way where I thought I couldn't do this by myself. And it seems so small. You know what I mean? It seems so fucking small. But it was so scary for me to do it because I called up almost a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? And I wanted to go, and I just didn't wanna go by myself, and guess what? Like, I walked around the room, I had the drinks, I chilled, I made conversations with people, and it's not that I'm scared to talk to others, it's just, like, I wanted somebody there that I already know, you know what I mean? Like, you go to a party and you already know at least you know one person, you know what I mean? But it was liberating, it felt amazing to just not know anybody and to not have to, I think in ways we want the person there, but we don't want them to ever feel bored or anything like that. You're always checking on them and making sure they feel okay. But I ain't had to worry about any of that. I ain't have to think about like, oh, like they may think I'm drinking too much. I wasn't. I had a few drinks, a few little cocktails, but it was fun. It was like I don't want somebody thinking any of these things, and I don't need anybody to enjoy this art. I wanted to do it all on my own. And some people don't want to stay for the whole thing of learning about it or whatever it is that you do. So it was crazy and it was enlightening. But that's not the only thing I've done. Coming up in a literally a few days, I have a trip going to London. Booked that all on my own. Scared as fuck. Don't know. I honestly like don't know what I'm truly gonna do out there. I have an idea of going to Spain while I'm in London, stopping in Paris. Definitely want to hit up Amsterdam. All a solo ventures. Like these are things that I didn't think I would be able to do, and I'm scared. I'm trying to push myself and do this, but this is no one else's influence on my choices. It's about relishing in the freedom to make decisions solely for myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to go to these places and eat at a fast food restaurant. I could do that fucking back at home. I'm going to a place that I would like to enjoy. I don't have to worry about how that makes somebody else feel or they're allergic to it or whatever it is. No, I'm going somewhere because I want to go. I'm doing something because I want to do it. I'm going to sit there and enjoy the company of me. I have an itinerary plan somewhat. I'm kind of, freestyling it a little bit, you know, but it's it's all on my terms. There's a unique empowerment in being responsible for one's own decisions. You know what I mean? It feels good. It's like a high, like knowing all these places I'm gonna go, I'm gonna do it on my own. It is a tad bit easier when you have somebody to go when you go to dinner or you do these things like, oh, you gonna get this, I can get that. You know what I mean? Or you try this drink, I try this. No, fuck it, man. I'm gonna try whatever drinks I want to try. I'm gonna eat whatever I want to eat. And if I want to eat more, fuck it. I'll buy enough for two anyway. You feel me? Like I can do that. I can enjoy and make these decisions on my own. And I'm excited. And I'm telling you these things because I want you to know like sometimes you feel as though like you can't do these things unless you have somebody there. Like you don't. We need to like this whole journey of mental health and everything, like you have to understand like the person that you have to love the most, and I keep on saying it, is yourself. You have to be okay with being by yourself. You have to be okay with discovering that personal freedom you have. You know what I mean? That you're doing your own thing. How can you be with somebody if you don't know yourself? You can't do these things on your own. Because there's going to be times that your loved one is not going to be able to do it with you. You feel me? Like there's going to be times like you just need to step out on your own and do it. It's scary, but fuck it. It's like a thrill. This journey is about embracing the moments of solitude and discovering the beauty of independence. It's not about loneliness, definitely not about loneliness, but rather relishing in the freedom to explore the world on our terms, my terms, making choices without seeking approval from anyone, and reveling in the joy of my own company. Do you understand what that feels like? Like to sit there and just be like, I did this. There was a moment tonight when I was at the art show and I caught I was like, "I did this. I'm here." Yeah, there's moments where I was like, "Damn, I wish I can share this experience with somebody." One day I can. But for now, I have the one person that matters the most. It's okay to be selfish, you know? Me. I'm doing things to make me happy. I think a lot of us is taught selfishness is a bad thing. It's fucking not. It's definitely not. It's great to have that relationship within them oneself. How many times did you want to go and see a movie and you nobody wanted to go and see it, or you know that your loved one or your friends may not like it, they may think it's stupid or whatever it is, and you know you would rather see it in a theater than wait for it to come out. You know what I mean? Even though like how everything is, like it comes out really quick, but how many times you want to do that? Fuck it, just go. Get the ticket. Who gives a shit? Nobody's worried about you, this motherfucker who's working at the ticket booth. And most of now, you can just order that shit online and just walk in. Who cares you sitting there by yourself? Go for a fucking like a matinee. You know what I mean? Like go for early ass morning show, the first show. Usually those are cheaper. Give you a little heads up. You know? It's nice. It's nobody there and you get the best seat. You know what I mean? And then even when you wanna figure out what you wanna eat, there's no like, "What do you want?" "Well, what do you want?" No, I know what the fuck I want. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, what I wanna eat. I don't wanna go by what the other person wants to eat. Well, obviously, later on, you come to an understanding and stuff like that. But for now, in these moments, I don't need that. You know what I mean? Like, I just need to embrace this this thing of like the life that I want to live and not worry about bringing somebody into that. You know what I mean? Later on, bring somebody into it. Because that's the thing. We always think like somebody's going to make our lives. They don't. They they supposed to bring up attributes to it, but they don't make our lives. You have to have your own. They have to have their own. I think that's where we always get fucked up. We become codependent on relationships, on how we eat, how we move, where we go, and stuff like that. The relationship you need to have is one with yourself. You know what I mean? This is not going to be my only trip. Hasn't been my only trip so far. This will be the farthest trip I've gone. I've done the movies, I've done the eating by myself, you know, have a drink by myself. It's okay. And when I say by myself, it sounds so bad. When I say selfishness, it sounds so bad. Stop. It's okay. They You have to be okay with you. So what's moral here? It's about discovering that being alone doesn't equate to loneliness. It's about acknowledging the empowerment found in being comfortable in one's skin, enjoying your own company and relishing in the freedom of making decisions for ourselves. And I love that. I love that for me. I love that for you when you make that decision. I love seeing everybody, or I see couples go away and do this, that, and the third. But I know there's always a time that they can't go, and you have to rearrange your. No, if you can go around that time and go with them, make that plan for yourself. Then maybe you find things that are great, so that next time you go, you bring your loved one, and you already know what's the good places, the bad places. You know what I mean? Enjoy your company. Enjoy the person that you are and you're becoming. If anything that you're learning from this is my journey finding myself and loving myself, dealing with the mental problems, anxieties, depressions, or whatever it is, whatever you suffer from, or you know what I mean? Like these are things that we need to work on. And I feel like I'm giving you like the steps and maybe things that I'm trial and error for me. I'm going through the motions and I appreciate you on this journey. Even doing this show, doing it all on my own sometimes, like it's not easy. It's fucking hard, and I'm always going to say that. But at the end of the day, it's mine. It's no one else's. Nobody helped me. You know what I mean? I come up with this idea. I come up with this logo. I came up with everything. It may not be the greatest to you, but it's mine. And to some people, they think it's amazing. Now, just imagine like how good that feels when you do things for yourself. When you do it all on your own, but usually you had a team. Go out all on your own when you have a crowd. At first, it feels scary, but later on, it becomes the norm. So I'm gonna call this one embracing freedom and solitude. I know these have been quick little episodes and everything, but I feel like they get to the point and they show you what's really going on. All right. So like, subscribe, watch, listen, comment, dislike, fuck off, whatever it is, but just do it. Show some kind of fucking love. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.